bunch? Absolutely. All right, we've got to start off with a little engagement, okay? You've got to actually stare into the eyes of somebody else. Don't do it yet, okay? But let me tell you why. Behind the eyes, they say, are about 10 trillion brain cells. Now that's 10 to the 12th, a lot of power. Unless you drink a whole bunch, and then you don't have 10 trillion brain cells. But all that power, all the experience that people have in this room here, you should use a conference like this to get the information flowing. So that's my role. So I'm going to ask you to stare in somebody's eyes for at least 15 seconds. Couple of rules. No wanting stares. None of this stuff like I'm away from home and you are too. None of that stuff, all right? This is a legitimate stare, and what you got to see to yourself is, what do they have behind those eyes? What skills do they have that I don't have? And could we exchange skills? Because that would be nice. So go ahead, take a look at each other's eyes. Big, long, deep look. Go.
Great eyes.
This looks so funny, eh? I don't know, there's one group back there, I won't tell you who they are, but I saw this one. They're going like this here. You know, behind the eyes are all the elements that allow us to perform. These are the elements that allow us to perform. Our experiences, our knowledge, and how well we use it in sales, of course, is what becomes of our performance. So I'm going to put two parameters at the start about performance, and I think they're the strongest things that drive the way people think. So let's throw the first one out. The first one is, if we have high skill, we're a better performer. The second one is high motivation, and I'll finish that in a second. But just to put performance in perspective, let me ask you a question. If I said to you, the best performing golfer in the world, you'd say back to me?
Tiger Woods.
See, does somebody say weird?
Yes.
Was there like a humble Canadian in the room? Mike Weir is a great golfer, but he is not Tiger Woods. He's got to shave off about 1.5 strokes on every game he plays to be a Tiger Woods. And you might say, well, can he do it? He's a professional. He's trying to do it, but not quite there. Tiger 3 years ago wasn't the best golfer in the world. Vijay Singh actually beat him on numbers. And it's interesting, what did Tiger do at that point in time? Being as good as he is, what did he decide to do? He changed his swing. Got a new coach. Yeah? I mean, he sat back and he said, I got to reassess my skill set and develop it. So I see people in that area as S4s. I'll call that the upper skill level. Now, some people are S3s. Sometimes there's S2s, it's quite good skills, some skills, and sometimes no skill at all. S1. So let me go back to another sport. Hockey. Stanley Cup Finals. Okay? Teams in the finals, Ottawa Senators, Toronto Maple Leafs.
Not.
See, I knew I'd get a laugh for that, eh? Could you imagine if the Leafs ever got in there? But let's say you're the coach of the Leafs, okay? You're Paul Maurice. Somehow you squeeze into the finals. You're going out there. It's tied at the end of the third period. You're going into overtime. And the big guy upstairs says to you, the coach, you can have any hockey player who ever played join your team for the rest of the game. Who would you pick? Tim Horton? How old are you? Whoever said that? Who would you pick? Gretzky? That's it? Anybody from Quebec here? No? Bobby Orr? Yeah, well, too. Good. Now, it's interesting. Nobody said, I know, Tiger, what's the name? Nobody said, you pick a few names and everyone echoes it because they are the best hockey players. So it's very interesting. On a skill basis, we can picture that in sports. Motivation, the other thing that drives performance, at the upper quartile level is extreme motivation. Very good motivation, some motivation, no motivation at all. So I'd like you to sit back and I'd like you to think of being a customer and the person on the other end of the phone that you're talking to, the seller, is an S1, M1. No skill, no motivation. What does the customer think? Why am I talking? I got to get out of this damn thing. I mean, some of them are polite and they'll spend some time in it. This is a terrible place to be. Terrible place to be. How about this? You were extremely motivated, but you have no skill. Hey, how long have you been with the company? Come on, how long? A month and a half, right? Now, this is what happens. A guy comes in, joins the company, highly motivated, screws up everything he touches, all right? You know what? It's an easy fix, hey? All you gotta do is drive your skills up. Now, God forbid this person is sitting here in sales. Extremely skilled, no desire. If you're sitting here, you know what you dream about at night? Will they give me a package? Will they buy me out? That's all I want. I'll take the check and I'll leave, I promise. You know what? The customer's got, the only one the customer really wants is the S4, M4. They want highly skilled, highly motivated people. And I believe that's where we do our best. That's where we have our highest self-esteem. And that's what drives us as professionals. So I'm going to share some ideas with you, some models on how that all works.